week was that I felt out of date and like no one was communicating thoroughly with me until I went and found the information for myself and therefore empowering me. That's what my astrology sign was last week, and now I feel like that's so me.
Sometimes you just gotta do the doodle, man.
Doodly doodly.
Welcome back to Planet Tangent, brought to you by the Narrative Nerds, a pod chat where we look out the window and chat about what we see so a couple of science guys can study it later for research purposes, I guess. I'm Carter, and with me as always is Shane.
Hey, man.
How you doing, bud?
Well, this is day 2 in space,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I'm feeling yet. I've been kind of feeling like stuffed up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a space sniffle or something like that, but
I'm sure the body has to acclimate to, like, all the pressure and maybe all your fluids
to
are
the vacuum.
congealing. Yeah.
To the vacuum, maybe.
Yeah,
feel like
I
we're-
feel like I've got
I mean,
a sneeze or two.
you'd like to believe the space station is, like pressurized or something, or like, is that how it is?
Yeah, it's a vacuum.
Well, at any rate, I'm liking it. I mean, we got a pretty comfortable little like pod here. It's only been one day. I mean, I guess the last time we recorded was yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Haven't had a whole lot of time to really understand
really
it
take
all.
it in. And it's like I don't know. It hasn't been bad. Sleeping arrangements aren't terrible.
Yeah, they're not great though. Like
Well,
the
mine was
fridge
fine.
is. Yeah, well, you got the booth. I was up on the ground up against a fridge, mini
That's
fridge.
true. I mean, the booth is nice though. We were for you guys. We were recording at the booth. But I couldn't stay awake. They were just so comfortable. They had that nice plush leather, but it felt like they had been sat in for 50 years plus, like old
Oh,
diner
yeah.
booth comfortability.
Something you sink into.
Yeah, and I just couldn't stay awake. So now we're sitting on some wooden chairs at the little table that we got.
We found them in the closet of
little
this.
break room table.
Yeah. They work. I mean, a little creaky if you get moving, but I kind of like it. It
They're not
keeps
bad.
you a little more focused.
You know what, Carter? I'll say this. It makes it feel a little more homey. Like they knew that we were going to be kidnapped from Earth and that we'd appreciate some nice, good wooden chairs.
Yeah. Did you see that bug that just flew by the way?
No.
There was a little gnat. I guess space stations can still hold bugs.
I feel like that's probably not a good thing.
No, infestations for sure.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get overridden. I'm gonna
But-
probably stay off of the ground for tonight though, just in case.
Good call. Yeah, you never know. Once you start hearing the skittering, that's when you got problems.
Yeah. So last time,
Yeah, let's recap what the situation is, because we've had a challenging last like 24 hours, I'd say.
yeah, I've been still bleeding. I can't get this cut on my head to go away. I've been nursing it.
I'd be willing to bet there's like probably some sort of, I don't know, medic on board that you should see.
I would like to think
That could
there
look
would be one.
that
but
looks like it could use stitches.
that's what I was thinking, man. I found like a bag of flour. I think it's flour, and I just stuck it on there.
That's probably maybe not the. Is that what you're supposed to do with an open wound? Put flour in it?
Well, it kind of like slows the blood, I think. I was
Does it help
not
clotting?
thinking. Yeah. But all it's really done is made me extremely hyper. I didn't get a lot of
I think
sleep. It looks like flour. That's all I can say.
well, I hope it isn't infected for your sake, but
I hope not either.
best of luck.
Yeah. So
So-
Jeffy's gone. Jeffy was
Yeah. So quick
character.
recap. We woke up yesterday on Earth and recorded a podcast, our regular Narrative Nerds podcast, where we were going to talk about a story, and then our door in the Narrative Nerds studio was bust down. We were beat up. There was this weird, like, ominous noise in the background, and then that's all we remember. We were knocked out, blacked out, and when we woke up, we were on the ground in this pod, and some dude named Jeffy told us that we were covering his shift and that our job was to, like we said, look out the window, document everything we could see so that some science dudes could examine it for study of planet Tangent.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've just kind of been chilling in our little space break room, as we mentioned, and there's a job to be done. Look out the window. So we're just going to do a recording per day and hope that's good enough. Maybe eventually ask somebody what their expectations are so we can try and deliver those. I mean,
Yeah.
Carter, I feel like there's probably somebody on this space station that is expecting quality from these, So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think at some point we should try and get in contact with somebody outside the pod because,
For sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
we already tried to open the door and there's no knob, there's no lever or some sort of pulley system. I don't know. We haven't tried to tackle that. We're going one day at a time. There's food in here and there's coffee in here, so we're okay for now. And piss water, of course, from the faucet.
And unfortunately, there's no bathroom, so we're using the sink for the time being. It's what we got. We would like a toilet. Maybe at some point we can figure out a way to get a door open. Maybe they have a bathroom.
You know what? So let's just give a brief description of the area. So we're sitting, like we said, at a couple chairs. There's a little table in here, just a circular table. Rooms maybe, I don't know, like 20 by 15 feet.
Nice carpet floors.
Nice rectangle. Yeah, a little bit of, looks like some type of hard flooring, maybe tile or slab over in the kitchenette area where there's a little fridge.
And this carpet underneath us here.
Right, yeah, there's carpet by the table as well.
Yeah. I can't get enough of that nice shag.
It is a good shag, yeah.
Something you don't need to wear socks on.
And I like the color and tones. It's a deep blue with like some light gray accents,
It's like a white.
Kind of looks like a
dark
galaxy almost. Very fitting for what we're doing.
Yeah, I like it. Maybe the rug is a map.
Yeah, could be.
Could
I feel like it'd be an inconvenient place to have a map, though.
Yeah, unless it's like just like extremely like the map itself is a very high commodity and it's like mass produced. It's one of those things. Like,
sure, like copies
t-shirts.
of a famous piece like the Mona Lisa,
Exactly.
or copies of that Pink Floyd poster with all the butts that every college dude has in their dorm at one point or another, like that.
Forget.
So yeah, we also have a little booth right underneath this window that we look out and
Where Shane sleeps.
Oh yeah, well that's where I sleep in the booth.
He won't let me sleep on the other side.
I just feel like there's already too much going on there.
Well, you also say I make noises at night, like really strange
computer-like noises. Not really so much anymore.
Computer.
But anyways, yeah. So we're just hanging out at the table here. And yeah, I think we should probably look out the window.
We could do that.
Inbound alert. PT, Sign Horizon 3. Station morning announcements. Activate.
Hello and good morning. This is the PT Cyan Horizon 3 station announcements. As always, I'm the charming Chirp Daily.
And I, ladies and gentlemen, am Bradley the Ninja, Shadow Lurker.
Good morning, everybody. Again, we have a handful of birthdays on board today. Many a face we see throughout the halls of this diverse station on Planet Tangent. So help me wish a very happy birthday to Tucker Jeans.
Ronald Windbreaker,
Glenda Whimsy.
Travis Pelvis,
One Daisy Mae Holmes.
a Sergeant Layla Lemonspear,
Thank you for your service, Sergeant. We have one Denham Ripley.
Ripley.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, my friend. We have a Bobby Boxes on board. Happy birthday to you, sir.
Yes, all the way from Earth, Bobby Boxes is from. We also have a very happy birthday, very special king on board today, Salazar the Salamander King. Thank you, my king.
He is everybody's king. He's a good king.
Very good. Who else we got there, Brad?
Hey, we got Melvin Malone,
Right on. And then we got the Protobot 682599.
Piston Hamsley,
Oh, Piston. Good man. And then, of course, and lastly, a Mr. Dennis Winkeltost. Happy birthday, everybody.
we hope you all just really enjoy this day and take it in.
Wow, Carter, that's a lot of birthdays. I wonder how many people do you think are on this place?
Stupid amounts, I'm sure.
That's got to be further announcements include what is on deck for today's cafeteria menu. Mr. Bone Ninja, you want to let everybody know, please?
Yeah, every now and again they have some food that just takes your breath away, and this is one of them. We got ourselves, for all you birthday folk out there and people that it may not be your birthday, the food goes as such: loaf wurst with a side of carbon-based pasta, little thyme baby carrots, and cabbage sauce. For dessert,
Oh, wait. Tell me what's for dessert.
what we got, Sherp? You tell me, because I know this is your favorite.
Well, dadgum, we got some cherry nut grubble.
Grubble!
Oh, yes. We're going to have grubble for dessert today. Cherry nut variety grubble. Grubble, my friends, is a delicacy on this Cyan Horizon space station.
Grubble is my shit, Sherp.
Absolutely love some grubble. Also, in further news, our final announcement today, we just recently, and by we I mean Cyan Horizon Space Station, in its entirety, we just recently signed a very sweet deal with Santec Appliance Company, which will upgrade all of our kitchen wares. We're being told that their technicians will be making their rounds throughout the week to install all of our new appliances in each one of your pods.
You guys are gonna absolutely love this stuff. We got a sneak little preview. Some of this stuff is just kitchen breaking. It's one step past the ground.
Absolutely. So that is all of our morning announcements this morning. You all have a blessed day, and as we leave, Santec will now have a little advertisement, so what y'all can expect.
Thank you guys, and you have yourselves a lovely day.
I'm Chirp Daily.
And I'm Bradley Beninja, Shadow Lurker. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hello there, travelers. The Suntac Appliance Company brings you the most advanced technology on the modern market. Our company is proud to introduce the first line of sentient home appliances known to man. It is with great pleasure that we unveiled the BRN Toast Max Bread Blaster, the FRZ Frost Breath Super Cuber, and the WS808 Wave Shaker Micron Waver. Each of these state-of-the-art devices come equipped with our SNS software, enabling them to communicate in over 6,000 languages. Sentec, monopolizing the appliance market one toaster at a time.
Transmission.
Deactivate.
Well, that was pretty cool. I wonder if they do that every day.
I hope so. I mean, I think it's nice to know when people's birthdays are.
Yeah,
Do you think they know? I didn't fill out any forms. I hope they know when my birthday is. It's not for a while, but
Dude, they knew where we were. They had to have had some information on us.
Did
you just kick your...
Sorry, I got excited about my birthday and I started moving around.
It's okay. It happens to all of us. My last birthday was a Spider-Man theme.
Really?
Yeah.
I think this year I might go for farm themed.
Farm themed.
I kind of like. I think it'd be fun if everyone showed up and was dressed as a different type of animal.
Like a tractor cake.
Yes, a tractor cake sounds wonderful. We could all eat
dibs
out
on
of
the
like
wheels.
troughs and stuff. Yeah. Well, and it should have one of those little tractor figurines on top, so you have a little toy that you can play with.
Nice.
Cause
Like that.
yeah, a couple of years ago, I got a little hockey stick and a puck. I still have it.
Do you play with it
Well,
still?
actually, I don't have it anymore because none of my belongings came up here. So, anyways, I don't really want to talk about it anymore because it's a very heart-wrenching situation for me.
Well, hey, Shane, this next birthday,
yeah.
I'm going to get you another one for up here. If I can find somebody that sells those. I bet they have the internet here.
You'd hope. They probably don't have Well, maybe. I don't know. We're
Maybe
gonna have to
everything you
figure
could
that out.
ever want. Maybe they have like an Amazon on base, but it's obviously not Amazon. It's a different.
Maybe it's not called Amazon. It's called like Planetron or something, and it
Ooh.
delivers objects or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
good.
Well, you know what? We'll have to. I think so. Here, Carter. How about this? Let's look out the window. Get our daily task done for the day. Get that green check mark. Yep, we recorded. We talked about Planet Tangent. Then you and I can devote a little time to researching our surroundings, try and figure out this door. We got a screen in here. It's turned off now, but I'm wondering if we could turn that on, if it's like a communication device or something. I don't know.
It's not clap on.
We'll try two.
Hey,
The screen is on. Oh,
nice.
that worked actually.
Why two, not just one? I guess sometimes people.
Well, that's if
like,
you're
just-
getting in a fight. That way it doesn't turn on.
Yeah.
Just with the one punch or like.
But
the
what if
slap
you
or
like
something.
applaud? Like somebody does something sick and you're just like on.
Oh shit!
Off,
Hold on,
off.
stop. Yeah, you're fucking with the screen now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's
Maybe we
pretty
can
dope.
change it in the settings.
Let's get to that screen a little bit later because I'm really excited. I kind of want to jump out, not jump out the window, but like I want our minds to jump out the window and look at Planet Tangent. So
Yeah. It looks kind of odd right now.
yeah, so we're looking out this kind of like bay window. It's a large window, and we can see. I don't know, how far down would you say we can see, or like how far would you say the surface is away? Maybe like
50 yards?
yeah,
don't know if they use yards
100,
here,
100
but-
yards. Maybe it's like about 300 feet down that we can see. So we can see the surface pretty well.
I wonder if in Planet Tangent they like
Have
a
their own
yard.
increments.
Yeah, like a yard is not like 3 feet.
Well,
it's
we've
like
only-
no, it's like a yard, like somebody's yard.
Oh, like somebody's yard.
Yeah, so like that's 1 yard away.
Nice. I like that. I
Yeah.
think that's and it's like maybe it's like 150 feet would be like 1 yard increment. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think we have to ask somebody about that.
And also a meter is not also around 3 feet. It's like a glass thermometer. Like it's a meter. Like
maybe.
some kind of a meter.
I think there are so many science questions that are going to be raised by looking out this window that I don't know if we're we're gonna have so many questions.
It's true. So what do you think that it's
so-
kind of slimy?
So yeah, so we're looking out this window and the surface, you can see that it has, like its depressions and its topographical view that we have here. We can see the raises in the earth and such. We can see that there's landscaping of different levels, but everything is just this kind of teal color, this lighter teal, as almost like the entire world is blanketed in this teal fabric, but you can still see the landscape kind of protruding, impressing upon it.
It's almost like it's a waveform. Like it's compressing and rarefying. Like it's flux. It's in flux.
Yeah, it's like kind of you can see the landscapes through it, but they seem to like raise and lower.
Yeah. It's like if you put a chunk of butter in.
Oh my!
Oh.
What the? Okay, so now we see this teal landscape kind of like forming, as if like kind of like what you were saying, like the reverse of butter melting. It's kind of taking form,
But now it's freezing.
and now it's stopping, and it looks like maybe some farmlands.
Strawberries?
Kind of looks like berries down there.
Yeah.
You can see some people
Fruit.
harvesting in little like they're kind of these short-looking guys in bonnets.
I mean, it really depends on how far away we are. Maybe they're like 8 feet tall, but
These could be huge plants.
yeah, and huge people.
Well, in comparison to them, whatever plants they're these big red, I don't know.
Meaty bushes.
Yeah, well, there's these big red things that they're pulling off these stems that are about the size of like their torso when they pull them off. So these must be huge fruits, or they must be tiny people.
And this field definitely doesn't go forever.
It ends.
Yeah, I see that. I see it.
It looks like at the end there's a quaint little like barn.
With a Ferris wheel next to it.
Yeah, and in each one of the Ferris wheels there's a little one of these like fruits or whatever these are.
They're harvesting and they go right in because they got to
Mhm.
go for a ride, I think.
And you can hold on. Carter, do you hear that? Oh, now it's like the Earth is melting, or not Earth, I'm sorry. Planet Tangent is, the butter of Planet Tangent is melting down into a nice little pool, like its regular state. And okay, it's something new now.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, what do we got? What is it?
Looks like a nice little pavilion area with some people playing chess like you'd find in a park.
Yeah, it sort of looks like that. Yeah, that like speed chess area in New York.
Oh, shit. Nice.
There's a couple games going on, but I specifically see one that's really standing out to me. Is that a sloth?
Yeah, I mean, a little like brown furred
Who else is
sloth
playing
looking
with
guy
it?
down there. Man, I wish we had something to get a better look because I can't
Yeah.
quite see very well.
I mean, if I had my phone, I could like zoom in or something. I think that's a cheetah or some
it
kind of a
looks
cat.
like it kind of looks like a feline.
Big one. So that's kind of an odd duality. You got a slow creature and a fast creature, and they're
Playing a slow game. If I were to guess, I'd say the cheetah's probably losing.
Yeah, he's overthinking, or he's underthinking everything.
Yeah,
Sloth dude is just,
yeah,
he's 8 steps ahead of him.
right. Because it probably takes a lot of time to think. It's a deliberate move when the sloth makes it. It's the first move they see when the cheetah makes it.
I wonder if this is a triathlon, like this is just one of the 3 games they have to play, like the other one is an agility
Oh, like
based.
a round robin?
Yeah, so like
kinda
the
deal?
cheetah, something the cheetah's a little bit more proficient in,
Oh.
and then this is like the sloth's forte.
Yeah, that could make sense.
Maybe the next one's a sleeping competition.
Because I
So
bet
it goes running, chess, sleeping.
sloths actually don't sleep very well.
They don't sleep very well.
No, that's why they move so slow, is because
Their bodies
always
just
tired.
ache.
no, they're always tired, and that's why they move so slow.
I wonder if that's just because they like are always on high alert for like cheetahs.
I don't think so. I remember reading this in a magazine once on Earth. Sports Illustrated, I want to say.
What?
Yeah. Sloths don't sleep. They're the only animal that defies that rule.
So they don't even sleep. They get like 1 hour a day or just none.
No, so the way their bodies work is instead of sleeping, they just move extra slow to conserve their energy enough that they don't burn up a whole lot of like energy. They just move so slow that they just sustain. They don't need periods where they totally stop moving or go to sleep.
So do you think like cheetahs are like on the complete opposite spectrum? Like they sleep all the time because they're always cooking.
Let me ask you this. If you ever had like a house cat, they sleep a whole lot. So I would dare say, since they're both in the feline family, probably.
Are you making accusations here, Shane?
You know what? I think I am. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a straight up theory. Like this is proven. Oh, all right. We got something new happening out the window. Okay, we're back to another farm.
What's with the farms?
You know what? Hey, there are agricultural wonders all over, apparently, the universe. I mean,
This is a sign, Shane. Your birthday is definitely going to be farm-based.
I kind of hope it is. I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds fun. Don't get me wrong. I've had it before, so I kind of know what to expect, but I think that's good. I can go into it this time knowing what to do.
But
to
guess
make it
what?
fun.
You're not even going to know what to expect because I'm going to throw you a surprise party. And you're
Really?
not even going to know it.
Carter, when's my birthday?
The second of
No.
the fourth moon in
Do I really seem like a fourth moon to you? That's so not
sometimes
my
you
personality.
can be when you're making accusations on sloths and cheetahs.
I'm sorry. Well, here, I'll give you a hint. My astrology reading for the day was that I am destined for greatness. I'm not afraid to go get what I want, but sometimes I just like to be on my own and internal. Also, I have something coming that I'm really excited for, a little bit nervous, but I'm ready to meet that opportunity with great optimism. That's what my astrology reading was today. So now can you guess it?
Is it November 27th?
Yeah, that was it.
Shit.
So the astrology was a bit of a giveaway. I mean,
That tuned right in then.
right.
So, do you think astrology signs, astrological signs here on the tangent planet is a little different?
Honestly, I hope they're the same, but I'd venture to say they're probably different.
It could be a universal, like law.
Well, Carter, I think I just need something to like grab onto, to make me feel grounded. And I would just really like to only know the Earth stuff. Like, can we keep that between like you and I? Like, if there is astrology here, I'll appreciate it, but I just want you and I to like stick with what's on Earth.
Okay.
Because astrology just like it's so me, Like, I don't think I could wire into a new astrological system.
Yeah,
I don't want to learn all of the rules again. I like now feel like I'm up to date.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And that's what my astrology was saying last week, was that I felt out of date and like no one was communicating thoroughly with me until I went and found the information for myself and therefore empowering me. That's what my astrology sign was last week. And now I feel like that's so me.
Hold on, let me see that palm.
Okay.
I'm a reader.
I feel like you're probably
Ooh,
not.
you see that line right there?
This one? Yeah.
Bad sign.
Yeah, I cut myself with a knife there.
Well, yeah. I mean, but like inside of that line right there.
Yeah.
That indicates misfortune throughout the years of 30 and 32 years. Doesn't mean you're going to die tragically.
Okay.
It could.
So that's a positive.
Can be. But it's going to be misfortune.
I've been told that I am an optimist that thrives in an environment of support. So I'm going to say that it's a good thing.
I can respect that.
Okay, cool. Okay.
We have another. I like how this just
So,
cut like that.
This one, like, some of that farmland like melted, but it seems like what was there got bigger. Like there was a farmhouse and it got bigger, and now we're kind of looking at like the farmhouse enlarged, and there's a man on the porch that.
He's very colorfully dressed.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like some tie-dye overalls, like some white overalls that it looks like he may be tie-dyed and not wearing a shirt.
Looks like his skin is a little bit like tapestry oriented as well.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a blunder of colors.
He's kind of like a humanoid, but all of his hair is like rainbow colored, and his skin has these like deep tones of all the colors of the rainbow. It looks like. It's kind of hard to see his like eyes or.
But it is nice because I think the house kind of came closer, so we're getting a better view of this.
Yeah, this big white house with red accent marks around some of the trims, and a big red door with white around the window on that door. Nice little porch on which this guy is. Looks like he's doing some.
He's doing some
painting?
doodling potentially.
Doing the doodle.
Yeah, that sounds.
Doodly doodly.
Sometimes you just gotta do the doodle, man.
Sometimes you have no choice but to commit to the doodle.
Yeah, and he is. It looks like he's got a slew of colors that he's working with, but it looks like
on the palette, yeah, but
it looks like
I'm
on the
seeing
painting it's just black and white.
I'm seeing a lot of black and white. Yeah,
there's no.
I wonder what happened in this dude's life. Like,
maybe he's colorblind, but like, he's color unenabled.
I wonder if maybe his life is so, you know that saying, like, things are always the grass is always greener on the other side. Like, maybe the world of color is just boring to him. Like, it's too predictable, even though it's random in and of itself. So he has to fill the canvas with black and white to express something that he doesn't know. Like, it's like postmodern to him.
Interesting. That's an interesting theory. I wonder what this dude's life was like if he was
What do you think his daytime job is? This looks like a hobby event for him. So I feel like
pastime for sure.
I feel like maybe his daytime job is some type of delivery service.
Yeah. I wonder if he works at like Crayola.
Do you think they have Crayola here?
It's a good chance with the way he looks.
Hmm.
Maybe he colors clothes and skin. Maybe he's actually just albino and he just took care of himself. He was like, I'm too bland.
It looks like
but he had to get back to his roots.
It looks like okay, so
he colors in
little
black
bit
and
of
white.
little bit of an update here. The man had finished. It looks like a picture of a Dalmatian in black and white. And then he did a picture of like a gray night sky, and he took they're kind of like on canvas, sort of, I guess on Earth we'd call them canvas like, but they're not white on the background. They're kind of like clear, like transparent almost.
It's like glass almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like a glass, like a flexible glass, and there's this little machine that he feeds them into, and out the other end are coming, almost look like all the colors he used to paint came out as these little tubes filled with that color. That's kind of interesting.
So he's putting his paintings in, and it's shooting out the tube of paint.
Yeah, it's like coming out with like a tube of paint or whatever colors are on there.
There's like a bucket of paint tubes on the other end of it too.
Maybe this guy creates all the colors.
This is Mr. Color.
I think what he does is he probably, because I'm noticing that he's not like carrying any, like when he's painting, he's not.
Oh my gosh, Shane, I figured it out.
What, Carter?
And you said it. He's making the painting in black and white, and it's the expression and the content on this black and white photo that is a direct translation to color itself.
Oh.
So Dalmatian is magenta.
Interesting. I was gonna say it's kind of weird that like it comes out with the colors that are on the painting. So that Dalmatian one had a black and a white one, but it also came out with another tube that wasn't on there. And that magenta. Yeah, that was weird.
Cool.
Yeah. This is, you know what?
I'm gonna call this guy Master Color.
You know what? I think this is one of those things that they're going to learn about. Like those science guys, I think that they're going to learn a lot from just this instance, because this guy it looks like he doesn't have any brushes. He's just painting with his fingers, and those colors are coming onto this glass like tapestry.
But it's in black and white.
Yeah, but it's in black. All of it's in black and white, and then he feeds it through this machine, and it comes out with these tubes of paint.
That's fucking cool.
Hell yeah, dude.
Master Color.
I wonder if we can meet the... Fuck.
Dude, he just evaporated. Straight butter statue.
Yeah, well, holy shit, this window is pretty wild, man.
It's getting warm in this pod room.
Yeah, it is getting pretty warm.
Wonder if they have AC.
There's a lot of things I'm wondering, like is this a job? Like, do people on space stations get paid? How do they get paid to do their job? Like, is there a currency?
Well, if you want things...
Is it a capitalistic economy up here?
Or is it like a village where everybody does their part to make it work?
Yeah, is it a self-sustaining, like, village? Or
that's a great question.
Commune or some sort of thing? I don't know.
Because if that's the case, if it's like village sense, then we're kind of like the bards of this station. Like we're just here to entertain.
I think we're more like QA, right? I mean, because we're helping with science.
True.
I don't know if any. Here's the thing on the station. I don't think anyone's listening to this for pleasure. I think they're all just I think it's just a science, dude.
They're dealing with it if they get to hear it.
Which, again, I go back, like, is this quality? Somebody has to tell us what to do, right? Eventually, we have to get word from somebody.
Yeah. I mean, in the meantime, we're just talking about window shit, but like...
Yeah, and like this screen is not helping. It's just scrolling saying, planet tangent. Planet tangent. Planet tangent.
Yeah, I wonder if that ever changes. Probably
know.
not.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I guess we'll have to...
It wouldn't be bad to get paid, though.
I feel like it would be nice to have like somebody that we report to and say, hey, we have like a concern in the workplace, or like, hey, can you maybe tell us how the door works or something? Or
feels a little bit prison-esque.
You know, like the morning announcement said something about food, and I don't know what grumble is.
Or low forest.
Grubble. I don't know what grubble is.
Oh yeah. Well, they said they really liked it.
It sounded good. Like
yeah.
I want to.
Hey, and they sounded like they were from the South. I
feel like there's a connection there.
They know what's good food if they're from
the other thing I'm feeling is that there has to be some sort of like there's got to be a ton out there that we got to experience in here, like on the space station. And I feel like if we have I just feel like we got to embrace the opportunity and like, learn about the culture and the cuisine and take it all in.
Yeah, even if we're kidnapped, like I still don't want to feel like this is prison or like a day job. I really want to be involved, like regardless. Yeah. I want them to get us in the loop.
I feel like we gotta talk with somebody, but I don't know. Maybe we're just prisoners in here.
What was that?
Hold on a second though.
There's a note down there.
Yeah, let me check that shit out. Hold on a second. All right, let me just open this up. Okay.
What's it say?
Nice letterhead, honestly. It says, "Narrative Nerds. It is I, your beloved general of PT Cyan Horizon 3 Space Station. I apologize for the abrupt and unorthodox method of your transportation to our station. I don't have a whole lot of time to discuss the finite details as to why we need you on such short notice, but I can tell you this. Planet Tangent needs you. We need you. I'll stop by tomorrow after morning announcements and give you the full-blown rundown. P.S. I had the privilege of experiencing these Sentech appliances, and boy, oh boy, you guys are going to love them."
Well, hey, that was
interesting.
It was pretty nice of him to at least give us something.
Yeah. I mean,
a bit ironic that, or coincidental that it was.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say they didn't sign their name. That's kind of weird.
Huh. I mean, it is the general, though.
That sounds pretty important.
It's going to be great to finally meet him. We're going to be able to get a lot of questions out.
Sounds pretty important. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, dude, there's something on the back there.
Oh, shit, yeah. Let me see on the back. Looks like there's some type of list. We got eggs, bacon, big fish.
No.
Toast.
Weird.
Soy sauce and onions.
He wrote toast. Like,
yeah. This looks like a shopping list. I mean, we got eggs and bacon and big fish, so.
Yeah, he's probably a fish guy.
I don't know how you'd buy toast.
I'm just a little hung up about the toast.
You know what? Maybe we'll have to ask whoever the general is tomorrow.
Yeah.
All these questions that we, about the toast and about, about the payment. We got to ask them about quality of the job.
And the list.
We got to ask something.
The grocery list goes on and on. We'll spare you the details.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the first, 7 things on the list.
But as far as that goes, I guess I don't think we have a whole lot to report, do we?
No, I mean, let's see. We looked out the window and there was some farm action, and there was some chess in a pavilion action. And yeah, now it looks like outside there's just kind of the regular landscape, the teal landscape.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're good to go. Carter, I think I'm gonna go and
sleep.
I think I might curl up in that booth and just fall right to sleep.
I think I'm ready too.
Okay.
I'm a little bit sleepy myself.
Yeah.
I do like this chair. This is
I don't really like him, man.
No?
I don't know.
We can transfer back to the booth at some point, I guess.
All right. Good night.
Good night, dude. Somebody put a nail on the ground. Oh, fuck. This fridge. Ow. Okay.
Good night, Carter.
Good night, Shane. Good night, Planet Tangent.